All right, what's going on, everyone? This is Zen here from Zen Multiverse, and I hope you're having a great day. So, we have Flashpoint. We have a new series coming out, and it's called Flashpoint Beyond. It's a pretty nifty title, kind of like Batman Beyond. And this one sees the return of the Flashpoint, I would say, timeline or universe, right? Which is pretty interesting because I don't have too much details on it, so I'm probably going to make another video out of this, but. Um, we do have some covers, right? And one of the covers sees the return of the Flashpoint Superman. So let me bring it up right here. Yeah, this is the cover for Flashpoint Beyond #3. And for a lot of you who watched who read the Flashpoint comic books, know that this is a Kal-El who came to Earth, but instead of being found, um, by Martha Kent, right? And the father, right? He was actually found by the government, and it's a pretty sad story. So he was locked up, and he was experimented on for decades, right? Pretty much. And during his time, he didn't really see the sun much, right? And when he did, it was just used for experimentation purposes. Hence why you see him looking highly malnourished, right? And also probably desensitized to a lot of different things. So in this cover, I can't really tell, what his motives are, right? And I just want to know the return of the Flashpoint universe, like what's going on there, right? What's happening? One of the coolest things is Thomas Wayne has been he's been put to the forefront in a lot of comic books, right? Even in the main universe itself, right? When we're looking at books like Justice League Incarnate, right? Uh, and in front of Infinite Frontier, I'm just looking at the book right here. Uh, he's been in the limelight, right? He's teaming up with the likes of Doctor Multiverse and also President Superman, Captain Carrot, and the rest of the Justice League Incarnate team. So I want to see where his next adventure is, and the next adventure, pretty much is going to be the Flashpoint Beyond, right? How do I feel about the Flashpoint universe coming back? Uh, I felt like they could have left it alone, right? They could have left it a race, and I understand why they brought Thomas Wayne back, right? That's okay with me, right? That's okay. I think the whole universe, though, just really spawns a whole bunch of like doppelganger type characters, right? For me, Thomas Wayne is very different because he does utilize a gun, and he isn't Bruce Wayne, he is Thomas Wayne, right? Now, this Superman, it's pretty much a Superman who's been through a lot of trials and tribulations, but are his powers going to be different? I'm not too sure, right? Is there, yeah, I'm not too sure if his powers are going to be different, or if is he going to be bloodthirsty, right? Now, the only reason why I'm kind of like arguing against it is because, the we've seen evil versions of Superman. So I hope that's what I'm hoping for. This is my biggest hope, team. My biggest hope is that, in this cover, he's just holding him because this Superman is not too sure. This Kal-El is not too sure what the intention is of Thomas Wayne. But I don't want this version of Superman, right, to be a bad guy, because it's like, oh man, we've already done it. I want him to be a good guy, but I want him to think very differently, and not maybe he's a little bit more calculative, right? Or he's probably like a genius. I don't know. He probably just uses the extent of his abilities in just like a different direction, right? I hope that makes sense. Because I'm kind of tired of seeing the whole evil Superman type of thing, right? And people will probably argue and probably say they're tired of seeing the goody two shoes, the Boy Scout version of Superman. So they want to see something that's a little bit in between, or a different a variant of it. For me personally, I want to see a good version of Superman who's a little bit darker, and uses his powers in a different array of just in a different way, right? And I wonder if he is working for the government, right? I would hope that he's not working for the government, only because the government, it pretty much subjugated him to just a life of, misery, at least from my perspective, and experimentation. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Overall, just to see this Superman back. Do I want to see the whole entirety of the Flashpoint coming back? No, I don't actually. I I'm fine with like one or two characters, but I don't want to see, and some characters died in that timeline, so I hope to not see them again. But maybe we'll see other variants of of the Justice League and other characters uh, in the Flashpoint. Let me check it out too, because one thing that I didn't check is who's the writer, right? So I'm gonna check that out while we're discussing it right now. Uh, okay, so it's written by Jeff Johns, right? Uh, Pretty cool. Not too much to say about it. It's written by three: Jeff Johns, Tim Sheridan, and Jeremy Adams, right? And this, at least for the cover for Flashpoint Beyond #3, right, which we just looked at right here, this is gonna come out in May 17th of 2022, and we're gonna get the Flashpoint. Um, Let me see. We're gonna get Flashpoint #3 in May of yeah, just about that time. And the Project Superman cover, this specific cover, is gonna come out on May 17th. But we're also gonna get Flashpoint Beyond #0 on April 5th, right? So uh this is gonna be what's happening, right? But remember, Jeff Johns is the original writer for Flashpoint, so it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool to see overall. My question is just really, hopefully, it's just fresh, right, and brand new, that he's reinvigorating some of these characters. Now, since they're bringing back a whole bunch of titles and going back to old stories, there are some titles that I hope they go back to, right? That has nothing to do with Flashpoint. I'm specifically talking about what's the name of this series? Um, Not this. I'm trying to think about this zombie. It's kind of weird that I'm not coming up with the names. Um, but anyway, it'll probably come to me at a later time, probably like way after the video. Tom Taylor is the writer I'm thinking of, and he wrote Deceased. That's the book. It finally came to me. Deceased needs, to me, Deceased is not finished, right? So I hope they bring back that storyline. If not this year, then next year. I feel like that was a really great story. Great side stories, side books, everything was just phenomenal in that. But anyway, I'm not gonna put it over Jeff Johns. He did write Flashpoint, and Flashpoint was really good. And I hope that this one is gonna be really good, right? Again, I'm just looking for fresh characters and for a fresh storyline. And I hope to be wrong too. What if they bring back the whole entirety of the Flashpoint universe and they just write it really well? And I'm open to being wrong. I'm open to fresh new stories as long as they're really good, and they're just not like ad hoc rehash versions of stories from before, right? Nor do I want to see a story where everyone from Flashpoint comes into the main timeline and our universe. Don't want to see that either, right? Keep it separate. I like good side stories that are just different side stories, right? But anyway, I am ranting and raving as I always do. I hope everyone is having a good day, and I hope you guys like the shirt. More hope, more humanity, more acceptance, and more love. This is Zen from Zen Multiverse saying, I said multiverse like really weird just now. This is Zen from Zen Multiverse saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying the content, you already know what to do. Drop that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment your thoughts about this Flashpoint Beyond, right? And I'm going to continue to do, depending on how this video does, I'll do another video on what the synopsis is for this whole storyline. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.